We're about a year into using our Queen TC5 washing machine. So I wanted to make a video today talking to you about why it's almost the best washing machine that you can get. I want to start off by talking about what sold us on this and what kind of bugged me about the one we had before. So before this washing machine, we had a Whirlpool Cabrio, and it worked great for a few years, but it was smart, and it kind of is the large appliance equivalent of a teenager that knows everything and they need to know why you want them to do something, but you can't tell the washing machine, I just want you to do this. So it would judge by weight how wet the clothes were. And the dryer does the same thing, but it's not as big of an issue with the dryer. But with the washer, it would decide that the load wasn't heavy enough and it wouldn't spin it out properly. So I ended up having to wash everything on like a heavy duty, bulky load and have big loads of laundry. And then sometimes it still wouldn't spin it out. And the only thing you could do was a cycle that said rinse and spin. It didn't have a spin only cycle on it. So you could try that and maybe it would spin it out, but most of the time it didn't. And so it would be wetting the clothes again and spinning it not long enough, and then you might try it again. And ultimately I would end up having to wring the water out of the clothes by hand, and then you're drying it forever because you can't get it as dry as a washing machine could get it if it was spinning it out properly. And by the time you're doing that, you feel like, well, I might as well just go beat these clothes on a rock for as good as this washing machine is doing. Also, that washer was still a top loading washer. It wasn't a front loader, but it did still lock the lid. You could never open it and add something. And sometimes when it would lock, it would be an extended period before it would unlock so that you could add something or what have you. So that was the main thing for me when we were shopping for another washing machine, was it had to have a spin only cycle, because I'm not playing this again down the road. And we found that in the Speed Queen. There's nothing on it that's extra, smart features. The tub fills up with water. It doesn't have, it might have some type of green regulation on it, but it doesn't have the restrictions that some of the other washing machines would have. Another thing that sold us on the Speed Queen washing machine was that everything we read and videos we watched said it lasted about 25 years. So it's a higher cost initially, but it would save money in the long run if you didn't have to buy another washing machine for 25 years. Plus it would save you the headache of all the things that go wrong with a cheaper washing machine. I have had absolutely no trouble with the clothes getting clean because, as you can see, this washing machine is almost completely filled up with water, and it's actually got a deep fill option that I haven't even chosen to use for this load. Out here on the other side of the door, you can hear that the washing machine itself is not making that much noise. You can hear it running, it's not really bothering anything. The thing that makes it hard to deal with is that living in a mobile home with this washing machine and not having a foundation, I believe, is what the issue is. It vibrates this whole trailer. So at this end, this is at one end of the trailer where the washing machine is in the master bathroom. And I'm actually convinced it shakes worse down at the other end. So, or at least as bad. So we had an issue happen one time where a wine glass worked its way out of the rack and fell in the sink and broke. You have to be conscious of where you put things because the washing machine might vibrate it off. I just wanted something really straightforward and as old school as I could get. So let me go over the features of this washing machine. As you can see, you have cold, cool, warm, and hot temperature settings. You can set it for an extra rinse, a pre-soak, which a lot of the other stuff didn't have, and I've seen a lot of videos of people saying that they would like to be able to soak their laundry, and actually I know someone personally that complains about that with their washing machine. You have this deep fill option where it fills the tub almost all the way up if you have a larger load. There have been no problems with everything coming all the way clean, and I'll go over that in a second. I'll show you how it is. When you turn it on, you'll see it go through the cycles, which is nice. Delicate, economy, permanent press, heavy duty, bulky, and spin only. We have had a little bit of an issue, and we've seen where other people had it, that if they've run it on this normal cycle, you might have soap coming up out of the drain right here, and they explained it was because it's kind of a spray that happens in the washer, which causes the bubbles to come up. On the inside, you can put your soap here, or it might be for fabric softener, to be honest with you. I don't use either one of those. I use powder and put it right in the drum with the clothes, or sometimes I use pods, and it's the same thing. Your liquid bleach goes right here. Not too much to talk about. It's very straightforward, which is exactly what we wanted. All in all, I highly recommend this washing machine if you don't live in a mobile home, but if you do, you might want to consider other options.